On the evening of 9th of November in the 1889, crowds gathered at checkpoints across Berlin. What started as people seeking to travel suddenly became one of the most iconic moments of the 20th century, the Berlin Wall. The symbol of Cold War division was opened and people began to dismantle with their hands.
Sí, yo también.
The opening didn't happen in isolation, it was the climax of the peaceful revolution. Months of protests, Monday demonstrations, civil resistance, and growing political crisis inside East Germany that demanded freedom and reform. The wall divided Berlin since 1961 on November 89, a confusing press briefing and mounting public pressure led East German authorities to announce relaxed travel rules. Tens of thousands streamed through checkpoints into West Berlin, and the wall's physical demolition began within days. And first, the people power and nonviolent protests, the sustained peaceful demonstration forced change without mass bloodshed. A mere example of civil resistance succeeding where repression unsruled. The consequences were inspired other Eastern Bloc movements and helped hasten the collapse of communist regimes across Central and Eastern Europe. The rapid political change and reunification. The wall's opening accelerated diplomatic negotiations and political choice. By October 1919, Germany was reunified, and the consequences were reunifications, resolved a decade-long division, would also created a huge legal, administrative, and political challenge for integrating two different systems. And the economic and social consequences were massive economic shifts, investments, migrations, and social mixing. Positive, positive growth in many places, but also large adjustments costs. The consequences also were the consequences that each German faced, like unemployment, infrastructure gaps, and long social transition. And what I would have done different for I propose a lot of things like support peaceful movements with safe and real-time channels for negotiation. If international mediators had been more proactive and providing secure dialogue frameworks, transitions could have been less chaotic and more inclusive of minority voice. With that reducing the risk of reactionary backlash. Second, a plan for phased political integration, a clear state legal roadmap to reunification with interim regional autonomy and joint commissions. That could have smoothed the administrative shocks and preserve local voices. And third, the launching a coordinated economic transition fund and rapid returning programs. Massive target investments, granted social safety nets, and workforce retraining from day one would have reduced unemployment spikes and social dislocation. These changes would have made the reunification less painful and more equitable, turning a true fun moment into more transition for everyone affected. My wish for future generations is simple. When walls fall, literal or figurative, plans the rebuilding so people, not only politics or profits, shape what comes next. Let freedom be matched by fairness.